Hello, hello. Now we actually have sound. Okay. Not a single week without sound problems, huh? Okay, now I just need to check that my Minecraft sound works. Where's my Minecraft audio? Property. Okay, there's a boy. Let's say hello. Okay, I think my Minecraft sound is working. All right, how's everyone? Now that my sound is working and Void is in game, I'm gonna start with checking out our animal farm that I made last time. And then we're gonna meet up with Void, I think. So if you haven't been here last week, the main task was to set up a breeding farm for some animals. Oh, and there's some pigs on the other side of the hill that I wanted to collect. So let's do that quickly. That saves us time with breeding and resources. Should have gone down the other side of the hill, I think. Okay, it's already getting nighttime though, but I have a bed on me, so that's fine. So where are the piggies? They're more like over there. Up the hill? I don't know. I saw them when I came here like a second ago, like a minute ago before I went live. Okay, it's nighttime, so not so Void sleeps. Okay, that worked. Oh, so I think it's this way. I turned around a little while sleeping. Okay, here we are. Here's our animal farm. And yeah, it's quite loud. We have sheep. We have piggies. Let's feed them all. Got tons of eggs. Okay. Do we have any luck with chickens? No, not really. Okay, I don't have any seeds on me, so I can't really breed the chickens, but the cows should be no problem. And I'm sorry, sheepy. You don't belong in here. Okay. So now we have fed our sheep. Now we have lots of baby animals. And in 5 minutes we can do that again to increase our livestock amount. So so now that we've done that, let's go back to the hello. There you are. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. And you?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Same. Just took the opportunity to feed the animals in the pens that we made last time. Hey, Dresden. Welcome to chat.
Welcome, Dresden.
Yeah. And now I guess I wait at least 5 minutes so I can do that again.
I'm also at my crops field and like collecting all the crops.
Oh no, one of the chicken escaped. Okay, let's
Did
get some.
you tell your chat about the plans for today already?
Not in detail. I said like I wanted to do some chores with the animals, and then the main objective is we plan to go back to the village we found a couple of streams back, and take a closer look at what we can do with the villagers.
Exactly.
Yeah, part of that is why I want to tend to the animals. Because
and why I'm collecting crops.
Oh, the chickens are really annoying today.
Are they not behaving?
No, one of the chicken keep running out really fast before I can close the gate. Okay, I'm gonna do this differently now. Come back here. Come on in. And then we're gonna use the carpet trick to get out of the pen without the chickens escaping. Hey, Faye. Yeah. So the reason why I try to do this is we need a few resources if we want to be efficient with the villagers. Because we're planning on big business today.
Very big business, yes.
Yeah. And that's also the reason why I'm now going back to my house. I want to get more wood, because we can also use that for our plans today. So what are you up to?
So you're gonna take some time to build on your house, right?
Yeah, I think I want to do the interior in terms of working on my storage that I started last time.
Okay. Then I'm gonna expand my sugarcane field, actually.
Yeah, and I'm going back and forth between the pens, which is super annoying that it's far away, but I mean, in the long run, it'll pay off. Tending to the animals. Oh, I should put my armor back on.
Besides that, I'm planning on like just regular resource gathering. The crops, like I need to like go back and forth between my house and the crops probably a lot today, and then I also want to get more wood and stone to build with. That's my plan until we decide to move on together.
Okay, so we're gonna leave the group for now again and do our things.
That sounds like a plan.
All right, I'll let you know when I think I'm done with everything.
Okay.
Okay, talk to you in a bit.
Talk to you in a bit, yes.
Okay, so now we're on our own today. So I chopped down some of the oak trees because I think I might use some of the resources for building in the house. We can also do that with the birch trees. And then last time I showed a little bit how to deal with the big jungle tree, because they're really good resource for wood, obviously. Last time I showed the spiral staircase method to get up there. And this one has really good amount of vines, which we can also climb, basically like ladders. Okay, now we just don't need to fall down, not to fall down. Okay, and now we can chop down from the top and hope that our axe doesn't give up. So by chopping, there's not really much I can talk about. But we're gonna need some wood to make more chests. I want to finalize the layout for that, and we're gonna use a lot of those as resource for trading later. Need to climb back up here, because otherwise I can't reach those blocks. I think I got them all. Yep, I think they're decaying, the leaves that is. Yep. Okay. And then we can almost already go back again to the farm, to the animal farm. Okay. Now all we need is to wait for more saplings, and then we can replant everything. And I'm going to use up the rest of my axe for this acacia tree. Or as much of it as possible. The birch trees are a bit stingy. Okay, I'm going to use the oak trees now for making chests. Oh, we don't need to use that block, that is enough. Okay, so we've got 11 more chests. Do I like this layout? I'm not sure. First, sleep. Put down our bed. Okay, we can leave that for the moment. Okay, I pretty much used up all my pork chop. So we're gonna eat some fish. Good thing we went fishing last time. And then I need a new axe because my last one broke up. Okay, we had some mobs out here. Better close the door. Let's put the wood in here for now. Do I have some more seeds? Yes, I do. Then we can breed the chickens as well. What else do we need? Iron. So I can make a new axe. The sticks I got. Okay, that's a layout I think I'm okay with. We can make some more chests, I think, though. Yeah, there, and then 3 more, and then we should be good. Okay, that's 4, that's fine. Okay, and now we're gonna move everything over. And then we have a proper... So I am thinking this will be our stone side, this will be our wood side, and then this can be food and greenery, and this other items. So let's put the jungle logs in here, the jungle planks. Actually, let's put logs here, planks here. Dirt can go here. Okay. This is the boring part of playing Minecraft, or not really boring, it's the part where you really have to just do things and be productive. Not much to learn really, so you can organize your entire storage the way you want. But obviously it takes time. Let's put all the crafted wood things down here. Oh, those are logs. Those go up there together with the strip blocks. Fences go down there. Okay, then we can take the stones. That I wanted to put here. So this is where dirt is. Then I put cobble here together with deep slate cobble. And everything else can go up there. Trying to get through this part as fast as possible, obviously. So this can go there. Okay, I'm gonna put nether stuff in this one. And this can be every other block. That frees up 2 more chests. Nice. Okay, these are empty. These are empty. Oh, this is food. Okay, so let's put food in there for now. And then... yeah, I think I'm gonna put in greenery here. Let's take out this stuff. And then food I wanted to put here. I'm gonna count the rotten flesh with that, the raw mutton, the apple, the cookies. Put the dirt in the wrong chest. Can take the flowers, the saplings, everything that we already know where to put it. For now, this can all go in this one. I think drops by mobs we can take. That's also food. We can take the torches, armor. I wanted to put here. Same with the tools, the fishing rod that we don't really need. Anyway, I'm going to put this fishing rod there as well. Food. I want to put farming stuff maybe in here. And then mob drops can go in here for now. Okay. This is, yeah, the grindy stuff. Saddles, tools, sticks, hoe. Bone meal I consider farming. White carpet, orange dye. That's a tool. Yeah. Even though that's stone stuff that I'm probably not gonna use soon. Can all go in there. Okay, so these are all used then. Ink sacs can go in there. Bones. We can turn that into bone meal, I suppose. The white carpet can go with the wool blocks. And then all the valuables. Okay. Almost organized. Who would have thought? Let's put all that stuff in here. Copper, iron, or raw iron, raw gold, redstone. I'm gonna make a redstone chest later. Still have some food here. The emeralds I'm actually gonna keep on me because we're gonna need those today. Same as the coal. The smithing template I can put in there. We're not gonna need that today. I'm gonna leave one chest next to my bed for now. I can move the crafting table. Put that here. And this room is clean up. It's ready to be decorated actually. Okay, let's see if Void sleeps. Hello, sleepy, sleepy. Not sure what Void is doing. There we go. I was about to get out of bed. Okay. Wrong chest. That goes actually here with all the crafted woody things. Okay, now let's replant our trees. I'm gonna take the seeds for breeding our chickens again, the potatoes, the wheat, and we can take the eggs. Already in preparation for getting back to farming. Oh, by the way, something that I wanted to do for a while now. We're gonna take, what's the birch? Okay. Since we have a birch floor, what we can craft with the birch wood is craft a pressure plate and take the birch button that we have. So since I constantly have to open this the store by myself with a right click, I'm gonna put the pressure plate here. You can hardly see it because it's also birch. And now I can just walk out and it opens my door because there are mobs outside here who can also trigger the pressure plate. We're not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna put a button which is almost like a doorbell, except it doesn't ring the bell, but also opens the door. How this exactly works, we're gonna talk about in a future session, I suppose, when we go more in depth with redstone stuff. For now, just put this on a block next to your door, and you should be good. Same with the pressure plate. Much more convenient for me. Okay. Almost done with our chores. I'm gonna plant the birch trees, maybe in a cluster around here. And then we do the same with the oak saplings, maybe over here. So as you notice, with more saplings, we can be a bit more dense with our little forest. Oh, that's a cave and a half. Maybe it doesn't go that deep, actually. And then the jungle tree, I'm gonna plant in a 2x2 formation again and save the fifth one. I'm gonna put that in my bundle. Where's my bone meal? We're gonna need that. So can plant this as well in a better place. And we have a ton of bamboo. This is essentially another wood type. Very, very useful, but I want more of it. Okay, now just remember I was in the process of chopping down the acacias as well. And get the bone meal. Where did I leave the bone meal? There. Next time I have all this labeled. Okay, as I showed you last time, just bone meal this. Same with these trees. Doesn't really matter which type. Just to speed up the growth. Can also do that with the bamboo, but that grows so fast, it's a bit of a waste of bone meal. Okay. Got 4 acacia saplings, that's fine. Let's plant those. See, the door even closes behind me. That's so good. Now we can add this to our collection of wood. Same as I'm gonna put the bamboo here as well. The remaining ones. Okay. Now we go back one last time to our animal farm. Feed up the animals once more. And then we should meet up with Void. Then the first half hour of the stream is already over. Let me check where the piggies are that I saw earlier. I'll lure them over to the farm. Yeah, okay, there they are. Tucked away in this little corner. Okay, guys, come on. And I might also try to catch some of the chickens. Look how many there are. Okay. This is the painful part of the process again. Trying to make sure that I get them all to the farm. So as you can see, I'm using both hands, offhand and main hand, to lure both animals at once. That should save some of the time. But always have an eye on the animals that follow you so that you don't lose them. If you go too fast, they probably lose interest. I see more piggies. Yeah, come on. A little animal possession here. Okay, the farm should be over there. Okay, I'm gonna take the weeds out of my hands so I can take care just of the piggies. Oh, come on, guys. Don't be like that. Maybe a second gate here wouldn't be too bad of a choice. Okay, now that they're in the pen, can use all the potatoes almost to breed them all up. Now we can finally do the same with the... Where did the chickens go? Over here. It's just one chicken now, really. Okay. Hey, look. I've got an escapee. I don't have my bed with me, sorry, Void. I'll be there as fast as I can. Okay, I think I've got them all. Let's head back. I'm gonna go to Void, and I'm gonna go to my house. Because that's where my bed is. Yeah, I'm just gonna bypass the monsters. Yeah, welcome to multiplayer and default sleep rules. I don't have my shield with me, so this is gonna be a bit dangerous. Let's just be fast. Oh. See, I should have put some light in there. You know what? I don't want to go through the door. I'm gonna do this. I want to make sure that there are no more than that one zombie in there. Okay. Okay, that should take care of that. Sleeping now. Good thing there wasn't a creeper. Okay, let's grab the bed this time. Or, you know what? Let's make a tiny new one. Since we have a little bit of wool. There. I am done with my chores.
Hello.
Hello. It took a little bit of time, sorry.
All good, all good.
Okay, I used up all my wheat and my potatoes. I need more because animals don't breed themselves, you know.
Yeah, I guess you need to wait for that because we need those for our trip to the villages as well. So
Yeah, that's fine. Just something that I want to keep in mind. I actually got one emerald, which might come in handy.
I also have one.
I do have my shield. Oh no, I'm suffering from inventory blindness now. Oh well.
What are you saying?
Inventory blindness, you know, like that streamer disease that everyone has. Okay. How are we looking for food now? I assume you are good for food?
Yes.
Where did I put my food? Up there, okay. Okay, let's still got a little bit of chicken. I got a bit of salmon. And the cookies. Okay, that should hold me over for a little bit. Also organized my storage a little bit, so now everything more or less has its place. And I'm gonna grab some resources that we might gonna need.
I guess a few. Maybe we will have some resources over there as well. So.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make one last trip to the animal farm because there's gonna be some resources there that I also want.
Yeah, I will come there because we need to go from there anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna meet up. Me get this and shield. I don't think I need it, but
Is Faye talking about the wandering trader?
probably, yeah.
I was a bit confused because wandering trader's blue, isn't he? No, purple.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the Enderman?
Oh, the Enderman.
Yeah, I got visited by an Enderman.
Yeah, that's...
But I just ignored him.
I think that guy counts as purple. Okay, I'm at the animal farm.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I think at least. Oh, there you are.
Okay, I assume we might need some animal products.
I think we don't. But if you want to make sure, you can go ahead and do some murdering.
Do you want to avoid your eyes or?
I will look away and move a bit away so my pet doesn't hear or see anything.
Good luck with that. Okay, obviously I'm not gonna murder everything.
You're not?
No. Because I still need some of them for the future. Okay, you can escape. It's fine. I need to find a way to get... Yeah, why am I not using the carpets?
I don't know. You put them there, you should use them. Do I still remember where we need? Yes, I think so.
Okay, that's not a lot, but it's something.
Yeah, the same goes for my crops, to be honest. Like, not a lot, but it's something. It's a start.
Oh, that reminds me, we discussed off camera a topic that we might want to talk about now regarding resource gathering and the grindy stuff.
Yes. So we decided that in order for the series to be like good and good quality for you, we will do some resource gathering off camera, but only for stuff that we collected in previous sessions. Like, we're not gonna go out and collect anything that we haven't shown yet. It's only for us to like do all the long and very boring resource gathering of wood, for example, or stone, outside from these sessions here, and to use them in the sessions afterwards.
Yeah. It's possible that if one of us feels like it, we think if we log on and just want to chop some trees or feed the animals, or you do your crops or whatever, then we might stream that as a low energy chill stream, and even possibly alone. And those
unofficial.
Yeah, those sessions will not go on YouTube or anything. It's basically just a hangout if we want to. So it's possible that we come back next week and I'm like, here, I have these 15 chests full of wood now. Don't wonder where they came from.
Exactly.
You didn't miss anything except the grindy stuff.
I mean, you could probably watch a stream if, like, for example, Timelord decides to stream the wood chopping, and you could probably miss that, but like, besides that, you won't miss anything important.
Yeah, I will not.
Faye is asking about the villagers, and I think we are ready to visit them.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Okay.
So you already got your boat in your hand, same as me. Yeah, but I'm lazy. I'm just gonna go passenger here.
Okay, I do know we need to go behind this hill there. I'm not sure if we go this direction or this direction. I would assume this direction. Oh yeah, I see our pillars. Okay, yeah. Oh, let's grab this stuff here while we are close. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, so a couple of streams back, we went on a little adventure trip and we found not one but 2 villages actually. So now we're gonna revisit them and see what we can actually do. Who needs that much wood? Oh, you have no idea, Faye. You always need wood for everything. Crafting, building.
Timelord already used more wood than I did, and it's not gonna stop there.
Like, chests need ton of wood. There are redstone items, which we're not doing yet, but those take a lot of wood. Like a redstone hopper, for example, is a very important item.
I showed that earlier on my side.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, because I forgot about it last stream, and yeah, did that now. Oh.
Okay, I might need to go into that a bit more on my perspective.
I didn't get a bed.
We need to make a bed then, or do we make a run?
The villages are close. There is the villages are close.
Yeah, let's just go to the village. already there.
Yes. I need more of these.
Yeah, yep. Faye has a point. You can just go out and chop down a forest whenever you need to. But usually you don't have every wood type that you may want for building in the vicinity. So it's actually good to have a variety that you cultivate near your base. I actually brought a bed with me, so I can just plop that down.
I found one. 1 second. Okay.
So, for example, at my house, I now have, I would say, roughly a bit more than half of the wood types. So I have bamboo, I have acacia, I have jungle, I have birch, and I have oak. There are a few more wood types that I don't have yet, but who knows? Maybe we find them soon.
Okay. So for the next
Okay.
session, we plan to do something with villagers.
Okay.
We briefly explained last session that some of these villagers have trades, like you can right-click them and interact with them, and then there's like a trading window that opens. It only happens if they have like special clothing on, which is sometimes hard to distinguish from their normal clothing, but you can just right-click them until you find one.
Yeah, for example, I have a
And
weaponsmith here.
Before we have a cleric.
Before we go into that more, do we want to talk about what defines a village in the first place?
Is this important?
For the mechanics, for villager mechanics, I think it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so when you come over a collection of structures like these, like basically houses and a few other structures like in this case, a fountain.
Oh, we have an ad break right now.
You have an ad break,
We've been
okay.
streaming we have been streaming for an hour already. Okay, let's do a quick break, a 5-minute break, and then we can come back.
Okay, then we'll take a break, and then I do my little TED talk here.
Yeah, okay. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah. All right.
So, what is a village?
Yes. So when you come about a village like this, what sticks out is obviously the structures, but that's not what, in terms of game mechanics, is what defines the village.
What? Do you mean houses do not define a village?
No. So a village in Minecraft is per definition a bed, a villager, and potentially a villager job block. That's all you really need. And then optionally is a bell, which has a function. It sort of defines the center of the village. It's a gathering point for the villagers during their off working hours. And if you ring it, either with your hand, with a bow, or with redstone potentially, then it typically sends them to their beds where they try to be safe from raiders. You could remove everything in structure, every house, and it would still count as a village.
Interesting. So we just need a bed, a villager, and a workstation.
Yeah.
For it to be a village. Is there a minimum amount of villagers?
No, single villager, single bed, and a workstation already is a full village. Bigger village with more villagers and more beds has more functions, but the minimum is that. If you want to start a village, that's all you need. Right. And obviously we're not gonna remove all the houses, and I think we'll leave the villages where they are as well for now. But I noticed that they have 2 bells, and I think I'm gonna yoink one of them because they're expensive and rare. They really only need one.
Okay.
So
I think in order to get going, the first thing we want to do is, because we want to experiment with very specific villagers. And currently they all have a job, I think. Like there's like not one single one who hasn't a job. And in order to get rid of their jobs, we need to get rid of their workplaces.
Yeah, I would suggest we collect every single workplace in this village that we can find, and then we can
Yes.
arrange them in a bit more useful pattern. Yes.
So normally you would not know what a workstation is unless you really like take a look at what the villagers are doing. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna wait for the villagers to move around. So you can like to show you what cues there are for you to understand what a workstation actually is.
Yeah, meanwhile I'm just
Because
running around.
we obviously know what they are, but there's like no way for you to know which one they are.
Yeah,
Now they are just chilling around and not trying to work, so that's gonna be a bit tough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run around and yoink everything because we can just show that all in one place together.
Leave the yellow one alone, please. That's so. No, leave that alone now.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted to. Now you broke
Okay,
my idea.
okay. Is it already getting nighttime again? Didn't we just
Yes.
sleep? Okay. I'm gonna kick you out of the bed now.
Okay. Yeah, I think they already lost their profession.
Yeah, well, not for long.
Okay, so they have their profession again. And I mean, one way to show to make sure that you know that that's a work block is to get rid of it, and like the villagers that are near that block most likely are also the villagers who occupy that block. So you could get rid of this block here and it will say, oh, this is a smooth stone block. A smooth stone block is probably not a workstation. If you get rid of this block here, which says cauldron, which could be kind of like a workstation, right? It's like at least something you can do something with compared to a smooth stone block. So you like need to like go around, see where the villagers are gathering, and if we can have that happen again, I would like to show you something else as well. But the issue with villagers is you can't control them. So I guess we're just gonna move on. I can show you that another time then maybe. But yeah, so getting rid of these and seeing that they lose their special clothing is also a way for you to.
So I went around and collected every job block that I could find. And now you can actually see that they, as soon as they detect the blocks, they come back here, pick up a new job. Yeah, and then you
There's
can.
a little particle, the green stars that come off from them. There, these. So that's when you know that they interacted with the block as well. And these blocks also have special sounds, which you will learn the more you listen to it.
That was the grindstone, for example. That's this one. Yeah.
And each time you hear the block sound, that means that the villager interacted with it.
Okay.
So...
What I found interesting is that I couldn't find a few job blocks that are usually very common. I didn't see a single composter, for example.
Yeah, I think that's in the other village. You could move over there and work with those, I guess. But we can also show how to craft these, because it's also a possibility to do, right?
Yeah, I would say we do that, and then we can maybe look at the other one a little bit later. So for now, I would suggest we remove these.
Okay, so For example, I have some iron in my inventory, and I'm not going to build it, but I can show you. You can, for example, also build a cauldron. We had cauldrons here. We found them in this yellow house. So the cauldron is a workstation, and you can build every workstation yourself. Like if you don't find the one that you already saw at some point, you can always try to craft it. For now, we are going to do something that's called the composter. We have been using that already for our farm. And coincidentally, this is also a workstation. So I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna wait for someone to pick up this job. I think that's the one. And look at him, he has like a little hat on his head and he's a farmer now.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm gonna look for some gravel because we're gonna need that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's some.
You got some? Okay.
Gonna dig a little in the gravel and hope that I get some flint out of it.
I'm also gonna move the workstation. So you see this villager doesn't have the job anymore. Because I removed the workstation, I'm gonna move over here and put that workstation next to the crops. See who's now gonna grab this? This villager's gonna grab this job.
Okay. Because
there we go.
I didn't have much luck with the gravel, so I'm gonna replace it and re-dig it until I get a second piece of of flint. Oh, what am I talking about? I've already got the second one. Nice. Okay, now I have 4. So, where did the crafting station go? Did you remove that?
Oh, here. There you go.
Okay. So I'm now able to craft a fletching table, which is the most useful block in the game. Not really. It's a bit of a running gag in the Minecraft community that the fletching table is the one job block for villagers' workstation that does not have a function that the player can use. Even though Mojang promised that will happen eventually. Okay. And now we have someone who picked up fletching.
The reason I put the farmer over here is, by the way, I mean, he's a farmer and farmers should do something with crops, right? So I'm just waiting for the farmer to interact with the farmland to show you that they interact with crops. But sometimes you can't control them. They have their free will, and you have to adhere to whatever they want. And if they don't want to work right now, that's what's happening. Oh, there we have it. Did you see that he picked up the wheat? Good job.
Okay, meanwhile, I put down the fletching tables. We have a fletcher now, and I put a chest next to it, which is a good idea if you plan on trading with them, because that lets you use let you place all the raw materials that you might want to use for trading, or that you can buy from the fletcher or other villagers. So as you can see, the fletcher is selling arrows, which I will actually take him up on that offer because I have an emerald in my inventory. And now I have a source for arrows without running around looking for stakes, gravel, and feathers.
Nice.
And he also wants sticks, right? He wants 32 sticks for a single emerald, which I don't have on me, but I brought like a ton of wood, which I can craft up into planks and then sticks. And then I can keep... Oh, you're occupying the villager.
I have not enough. I want to trade once with you.
Okay. And then you can either do individual trades or shift click this. And there's also a little trick. If you press the spacebar, it repeats the previous trade. That speeds things up a lot.
Oh, no, I can't
Yep. I locked him up. So
Mean.
I sold him all the sticks that I had, and that's until he said that's enough.
Okay.
But he actually leveled up. So he now no longer a beginner villager. He's an apprentice. So he has additional traits that we can now use. He's selling bows, which I'm not gonna buy. Actually, do I want to?
Which I can't see, by the way, because
Yeah,
as
okay.
long as Time Lord is occupying that villager, I can't look into his traits.
Okay, take a look.
I did.
Okay, so I would rather prefer selling him more sticks for more emeralds, but I kind of have to. Do we have a thunderstorm by any chance?
No, it's
Looks
just rain.
okay.
But while you wait for him to
Mm-hmm.
restock, my villager here
Mm-hmm.
sells 6 bread for 1 emerald and wants 22 carrots for, so I can get 1 emerald. And I do not like this trade.
Mm-hmm.
So I would show how to reset a trade.
Yep.
So in order to reset a trade, you just need to break the workstation. The important bit is that you haven't traded with that villager yet. So Time Lord's villager, the one who sells the arrows, for example, you can't change those trades. But mine, who I haven't traded with, which you can see by him being a novice and having like no XP bar here, like no light. Oh wait, where's the that you know? Where's the Fletcher?
Oh, he ran into the house over here.
Oh, I see. There he is. Yeah, the Fletcher has like a green XP bar here, so as long as that's not there and the villager is still a novice, able to reset the trade.
Oh no, it's not getting nighttime.
Yeah, sleep.
I should have brought a second bed, maybe. Keep having to kick out the villager off his own bed.
I'm just gonna grab this bed here actually. So, can you... So sometimes it's really hard for the villagers to forget that they don't have a job anymore. That's sometimes part of the process. I'm gonna put this over here. We just need to wait for him to come over here, interact with that block once, and then we can... Wait, what? Now we have 2. Okay, sometimes it's bugged. I can't help with that, but yeah, he's also still a farmer. Interesting. Okay.
I think he hasn't noticed that the drop block is gone yet.
Yeah, probably. Okay, what do you have? The same. Okay, I don't want this trade. I want another trade. We get rid of this. Oh, see, this one already...
Or does he have a composter hidden somewhere? That's also possible.
I don't think so. It's hard to tell. I do not know where these savannah villages have their compost blocks.
Oh, here, by the way, is another function of villages. Villages actually spawn cats if there are enough villagers around and enough beds. I don't know the exact numbers. I think 5 or 6 beds with villages. And you get a cat every now and then.
There's so much information. Is there something we should maybe recap? Because it is a lot of information about the villagers. Like, if you have a question, something that we should like repeat or go more into detail with, please let us know. While we wait for that one villager to forget that he doesn't have forget his job. Oh, I think he did. Okay. I'm gonna place this block down again.
By now, we have a new day, and the villager has returned to his workstation and refreshed his
This
stick
is a good
trades.
trade.
So I'm gonna
trade with this one now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give the Fletcher a bunch of.
What a deal!
Yeah, that's the advancement you get for the first villager trading.
Gonna level this one up all the way.
Okay. I've sold more.
And he switched his batch.
Sold more sticks to the Fletcher now, and immediately he refreshes his trade because he's still standing next to his workstation. They actually do that up to twice per Minecraft day. So I'm gonna
much trading happening.
Taking advantage of that. And now he's already a journeyman, and he's started to buy string and selling crossbows. So the reason I'm trading with the Fletcher preferably because sticks are so easy to get, and it's such an easy source of emeralds, which we can use for other trades with other villagers.
Oh, I have a reduced price on my villager. He wants 25 potatoes now instead of 26 and 19 wheat instead of 20.
Yeah, for me it's the same price as before, but he's okay. He wants pumpkins.
Yes, I already traded pumpkins.
Okay, I've got something else for you. I picked up from over there.
Thank you.
Maybe that becomes useful.
Probably. Where's the crafting fridge? Yeah. I do need more wheat, so to trade. I'm gonna grab some from the village here. This is so close by. Oh. Well.
Yeah, so far so good. Are there any questions from chat that we want to answer directly regarding what we've talked about so far?
So I think a small recap could be helpful. So villagers have trades. You can find villagers in villages, which are structures made of houses. They don't need to look like this. They can look a bit different than this.
Yeah.
Even though it's just one variant that we found.
Even though technically village is just a bed and the villager and the workstation.
Yes. And in order to be able to trade with the villagers, you need to gather a few resources because they require a lot and are very expensive.
Yeah, easy to trade villagers in the beginning are the Fletcher and the farmer, because wheat and crops are easy to get, sticks are easy to get, and that could be your main source of emeralds for a little bit, so you can then move on to other trading with other villagers.
And the workstations for the Fletcher and the farmer are the composter and the fletching table.
Yeah. Okay, this villager has refreshed, so I can get even more emeralds now. So as you can see, the higher level the villager is, the less XP he gets for the starting trades. No, but that's still good source of emeralds, regardless of the level and experience.
Mine sells cookies now.
Oh, that's cool. You don't even have to craft them. And he's buying melons.
Yes, I already traded some. And now he's selling suspicious stew. Should I get one for each of us?
Sure.
Okay. Which one do you want? The first one or the second one?
I don't think it tells you what it is, so it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. Yeah. Okay, you get the second one.
Okay, I'm not hungry.
You can eat them without being hungry.
Oh, can I?
Yes.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. See, today I learned.
Oh, that was a quick
I don't know what that
gone.
did. I didn't even see
It
it.
was red particles.
I think that's a healing effect.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
I think that's
Let's see
straight up
what I
health.
get. I got night vision for 6 seconds.
Okay. That's okay. The night vision
That's
for 6 seconds,
interesting.
not that useful, but I think instant health is actually useful.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had that from a villager before, like instant health. Basically a free potion.
Kind of, yeah.
Maybe we should test how much health that regenerates because I generally don't know and I want to know.
Okay, let's punch me a few times. More. Okay, stop. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the parts to regen first.
Okay, Fletcher is still locked. I think I'm gonna leave the Fletcher for now.
Okay, can you punch me once more? Oops. Okay, stop. Okay, let's see how much that does. I was at 2.5 hearts. I am at 9 hearts now.
Wow, that's a lot.
9.5. I mean, that's also the hunger that feeds into that.
Yeah, so
Wait, it did also my hunger. It filled up my hunger as well.
yes, those are pretty good food in that regard. It's just that you can't stack them in the inventory.
That's true. But good.
Mm-hmm.
Good suspicious too, yeah.
That's actually pretty powerful. We should keep this one warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And also, a suspicious stew is a stew where you do not know the effect of it. It's like a special thing in Minecraft that has like an effect, like a stew with an effect, but you never know which effect you have. You can craft them and then you probably know what it has because you crafted them. But if you get them from the villagers, for example, you have no idea until you try them.
Mm-hmm. So this guy has decided that he likes to sleep under the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, suspicious stew is a whole science unto itself. You can actually craft them. It's I don't remember exactly what the recipe is.
A bowl,
Yeah,
a mushroom,
both mushrooms
and
types and a flower.
yeah, specific flowers have specific effects.
Yeah, so if you
I
feel
only know the
experimental,
ox-eye daisy.
yeah, if you feel experimental, just try different flowers and see what effect is in a stew they have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you get the bowl back so you can reuse those.
Yes, you do not eat the bowl.
Okay, new day. I think time for more trading. I have a stack of emeralds. I think that's quite a bit already. And you've got 14. I would say stick trade is better to get rich.
Yes, yes. But with the farmer, you also get some food. Like if I have chosen another, the first one, for example, I could have got the bread from him, but I wanted a villager where I can trade the potatoes and wheat with that I gathered before. That's why I changed the trades. So farmers are a good way to get some early game food. They sell apples or cookies or bread. The suspicious stews are also kind of good, and the last level that they can get after I've leveled them up here also sell food items. Pretty good food items, that is. we're not there yet.
Okay.
I'm low on resources for that.
Since I have already some emeralds, I think it's time to introduce another job block, which I actually gathered from this village. It was already here. So let's look at this. This is the cartography table. That's one you can actually use to work with maps yourself. But that's not what we're going to use it for today. So I'm going to wait for another villager to show up and become a cartographer. Where did they all go? Didn't we have more than two?
I think they're just like running around. Give them some time. They will come back here. Faye just came back from cooking. Faye, do you have questions regarding the villagers? Yes, okay. Sorry, I have a question. Do you have advice how to find a village, or is it just pure luck? It is actually just pure luck.
Sort of. The first village is you just find by wandering and exploring on your own. However, there is a mechanism that we're going to look into today to find them more deliberately. That's why we put down the cartography table and hope that one of the villages will show up again.
I saw one running around in the back here at some point. There he is. Why are they not coming? Oh, I see. Someone hasn't picked up all the workstations yet. There's also a crafting table in here. I'm gonna snatch that one. And the bed. Okay.
As soon as the villagers find their way over here,
which they will probably do now. I'm gonna show you the cheat here. So now I place down these two workstations again, and they are pathfinding towards them. This is like kind of helpful if you want them to move to a specific location, because they will go over there. So this one is now targeting this block. Perfect. He's a cartographer now. And he is selling us empty maps and wants paper.
Do we have paper?
Oh, not a lot.
There's some sugarcane in here. I mean, I think you brought some.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a stack of paper. Let me try to break this. Oh, this is not gonna be enough 2 trades I could make.
Okay,
but I see more sugarcane over there, so I'm gonna go and get a few more.
Okay, I don't want to wait. So it's a good thing I have all that money from the Fletcher. So I'm just gonna buy empty maps. Doesn't take many.
How many levels can a trader go up, and do they sell diamonds? Okay, first question is the max level is oh, what is the max level called again? I forgot about it.
Master.
Master, okay. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels in total, and the last one is Master. And you cannot get diamonds from them. You can sell diamonds, but you can't get diamonds from them. What you can get, though, is diamond gear. But that's something we're gonna show in a future episode when we have those villagers.
Okay, so I just gave this cartographer half of my money in the meantime, and that was already enough to level him up to apprentice. And look what he has. He's selling a specific map.
A desert village map. Yeah. So Faye, here's your answer to your very first question. Your first village is always random and pure luck, but as soon as you have a village, you can get yourself a cartographer and get maps to other villages. In this case, a desert village map.
Yeah, that's actually a new feature since the latest update. The cartographer specifically is, depending on which biome the village is in, is selling maps to other specific biomes. So for example, usually it's like warm goes to warm and temperate, I think. So like the savanna is a warm biome. So he's selling a map to another warm biome in this case, which is a desert, which is actually good because we're definitely gonna want to visit a desert pretty soon. And this is not only the map to the village itself, but to the biome.
Yeah.
And what we need though is we need a compass. I don't have a compass on me. I suppose you don't have either.
I also don't have a compass on me, no.
So I don't know if I have the recipe already. I do. So to get compass, I need redstone and iron.
I have. It was not in the plan for today, but maybe it will be helpful if we still do it. Where did you put all the workstations?
Oh, I have them in my bundle because that's a very useful place to put them because they don't take up space.
I need a very specific workstation.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
We might not go into detail with this specific villager today, but we're gonna use this one to get ourselves a pretty little compass.
I think it's gathering hour.
Probably, but where's the one that doesn't have a job? Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yeah. So quick notion about about the mechanics of villagers. So a villager schedule is divided into like a couple of gathering hours directly after sunrise, and then they go to work for a few hours, and then they have another gathering session before they go back to sleep. So the biggest part of the day is working hours, but there are 2 hours after sunrise, and I think 2 or 3 hours before sunset, where they just refuse to work, and you're gonna have to put up with that. It's usually when they gather together around the bell at the center of the village, and then they gossip with each other, which is actually a hidden mechanic that the game doesn't tell you exists. And then they talk about you, literally.
What? They're talking about me?
Yes,
Without me?
because you have a reputation, and they pass that reputation on to other villagers. So if you are a good little Minecrafter and you trade with them and give them money and other stuff, they really like you.
I am a good little Minecrafter.
They tell other villagers about that. If you accidentally, of course, not on purpose, hit a villager or otherwise harm them, they might not be so friendly, and then they talk about that to other villagers.
Badly about you, yeah.
Yes, and that has a direct effect on your trades. So if they really like you, they give you discounts. I don't think. Yeah, you can see it here. So for example, the crossbow is 1 emerald cheaper than the previous. This is 3. This is a 2. Disregard the price hike for the sticks. That's just because I traded too much of them.
That's like a whole economy.
Yeah.
Like they changed like normally if you trade a lot with them, they go down with the prices, but at some point when you trade just a little too much with them, they're like, oh, there's like a huge want in that specific item, so I'm gonna push the price up.
Yeah. Good way to deal with that is just sell them something else or buy something from them. And then.
Hello. And look at it, we are very lucky. Okay, so this is a cleric, and a cleric can sell us redstone. That's why I put down the crafting table for him. And we are just gonna use the redstone, nothing else. So we don't go more into detail with his trades for today. It's just important for continuing our adventure here.
Okay, now we
I'm
need.
gonna craft you.
Oh, wait. Now you don't. You have redstone. Where do you get iron?
I have iron on me.
Okay, if you don't have iron on you, where do you get iron?
I will grab these blocks here. And there is this friendly creature over here that normally does nothing to us. But if we are in need, we can hurt him. Oh, my axe broke. And then the iron golem, how he's called, will drop iron. I'm gonna plant this poppy in his remembrance.
Remembrance poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Important is that he needs to drop 4 iron for that to work. I think the range is between 3 and 5.
Yeah, might be a bit 2 and 4. I'm not sure. I think the most I've ever seen is 4.
Unlucky. You can get unlucky. So, but yeah, 4 iron and 1 redstone makes a compass. And I'm gonna hand this over to Time Lord now.
Thanks very much.
The desert map.
Yeah, but it's generally good to know so you can get the resources that you need for this right here and now. You don't have to go into a cave, go mining for stuff. Now I have emeralds and the compass, and I can buy the desert village map.
Nice. Faye is asking why I jumped while hitting the golem. I think we mentioned that like in episode 1 or 2, but we can repeat that again. I think that's a good point right now to do that. So if may I hit you?
I may need to buy a health potion from that guy over there, but yeah.
Okay. I can let me grab one. There you go. With my last emerald. Okay, so if I hit Time Lord like this.
Took 1.5 hearts.
Took 1.5 hearts. Okay, so if I jump and hit.
That took 2.5.
So you make a crit hit when you jump. And it gives like more damage to your opponent.
Yep.
But you need to time it right. Like it's the time thing. The only downside to it is that you have like it's slower because you like first have to jump. But if you just swing without jumping, you can like hit a bit faster. But yeah.
Yeah. What I don't recommend is like spamming the button because then you don't deal damage at all. When
it's like punching.
Yeah.
It's like if you would punch with your fist.
When you swing your weapon, you see a little bar charge up, and that's when you know you will do maximum damage.
Just beneath the crossbar, there's like this little sword-like thing. It always looks like a sword for me.
Yeah, yeah. And if you jump and hit, then you deal extra damage. It's like you put more weight into the swing. The difference with the sword is when you do like a normal attack, a fully charged one, you do a swipe attack that deals area damage to other enemies around it or friendlies. Don't swing your sword like that when you have like a doggy attacking an enemy together with you, for example, or your friend. But crit hit is always single target, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. So if I stand like this and hit Time Lord, for example, I could hit the villagers too if they are too close. But if I just jump, I can make sure that I'm only hitting Time Lord.
This time I blocked it.
Good job, good job. Okay, you have the desert village, right?
Yes. So do you want to... let me just get you another map as well. So yeah, we need a second compass.
I only have 6 iron left.
Have we talked about what the function of the compass otherwise is yet?
No, but I don't think we need that right now.
Okay. So here's your map. It's exactly the same map I have. And it's not... yeah, it's an explorer map, so I don't think everyone shows up on it.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe we are on the same spot. Maybe we
could be.
Yeah. So the white dot in the upper left corner.
That's us.
That's us, yes. And it's super small, which means that we are far away from our goal. And the goal is like you have like this long line on there and this little like this brown line and this brown dot underneath it. This is like just terrain. This will like look different on any on each map that you grab. And then there's an icon on that. It like looks like a little sandcastle almost, I would say, or like a little crown maybe. This is the icon for the desert village, and this also varies depending on which kind of explorer map you get. So if you get a map for another village, let's say a plains village, then the icon for that plains village would look differently to the desert village. Okay, so how do we know where to go now?
Well, maps are always oriented in the regular cardinal direction. So the top is always north. Just have to remember that. I mean, that's how maps are aligned in the real world as well. And so since we're in the northwest of the map, we need to go southeast. And
the sun is setting in this direction.
Yeah, without other tools, you really just have to use the sun. So the sun is going that way, so that means that is west, which means that is north, and the village would be in that direction, more or less. So
okay.
Yeah. So if you want to find that village, we just run
need to go in this direction.
into that direction. 5-head? What's 5-head? I'm not understanding that
Probably
reference.
some meme that I also haven't used in or read in years, so do not mind it. Face just being silly.
Yeah, so there's another trick that you can use to determine directions, though I would have to look up exactly which direction is which. So some blocks are non-directional or always face the same direction no matter how you place them. So if I place the planks like this,
wow, that's really complicated.
It will, and then turn myself 90 degrees. It's still the lines on the plank still face in that direction, right? So this was north, and this is south. So the lines on a plank block always go from east to west, no matter where in the world you are. You can even use this down in caves and determine the cardinal directions that way. Obviously, this only tells you the axis, not the actual direction. But it's a start. I think there are other blocks which have unique sites. I'm not sure.
There's a specific flower that will tell you.
Does the
cartography table should.
I think the cartography table is not directional. It's always
Yeah, I mean,
facing.
yeah.
Okay, so the cartography table actually is extremely useful apparently. So
the globe is a south, so the globe is pointing to the south, and where the red dot is pointing to is north, you could say.
So that's another reason to just keep a cartography table on you. It's kind of a cardinal direction compass. Never used that trick before, but yeah.
Good idea, yes.
Yeah, and as I said, you can even use that down in the caves where you can't see the sun and find your directions that way.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, while we were talking about that, I did something sneaky. I leveled up the Fletcher tiny bit more.
To master?
No, to expert, but
Oh. Fancy bows.
It's our first enchanted item.
Guess next session we need to like dip a bit into enchanting stuff.
Possibly. For now, it's enough to know that villages that sell equipment, like the Fletcher, selling bows and stuff, at the higher levels have a chance to already sell you enchanted items with specific buffs and effects. So for
They
example,
always show you what you get as well.
yeah. So for example, power 1, that's the first level of the power enchantment, which just means this bow deals more damage than a non-enchanted bow. So it's a good reason to keep it and use it. Gonna keep the other bow on me as a backup, but this now deals more damage to mobs or
Yeah,
players.
hey, and you need arrows, which you also can get from your Fletcher. So he's selling 16 arrows for 1 emerald, which is like really good.
Yeah, we should actually stock up.
I have half a stack. I think I'm fine to start with.
Okay, I have now 2 stacks of arrows. Are you sure you don't need any more?
You don't even have obsidian or diamond. Your rookies no enchanting soon.
Yeah. Guess diamonds are on the menu sometime in the future.
Yeah, there's like no set way of like what needs to be first and so on. So you can enchant stuff even without having diamonds. You don't need to have diamonds. That's like the best gear in Minecraft to be able to enchant already.
Yeah. There was one more job table that it's maybe worth talking about because it was already here. Do we have another villager?
No.
Okay.
We only had 4. We can go to the other village. So
Question. Wait. Assuming we didn't have the other village over there, how would we get more villages? I mean, we could go find the other village in the desert, but there's one thing that we can do.
Yes. We put that. Do we have enough beds? Wait, there
should be.
Does I have a job? Wait. Yeah, this one has a job. Okay. Are you sure? There are 3 beds at the spot there. Oh, I'm gonna grab this melon. There's a bed in here. No bed there.
There's one here.
But this is enough already. Okay. So we have 4 villagers, right? We are here. The other one is over here. We have 5 beds. This is like really important. We have 1 bed more.
Yeah, put on the Barry White music fade.
Okay, so and I have tons of wheat in my inventory, and I'm gonna create some bread, and I'm gonna be very nice to the villagers now. How many do they need? 3 per person, I think it is. Yes, I think it's
yeah.
It might not work the first time, but we're still gonna try. I'm gonna give. I don't know who picked that up.
Yeah, now he's looking at me.
Okay, I'm pretty sure 2 different villagers got bread now, and now we just need to wait.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen at gathering hour.
Maybe. Why 3 bread? If I can answer you why 3 bread. There's like specific numbers of food items you need to give them for what's happening next. Just you can like put even more in. Like you don't need to like it's the minimum. You need to give it the minimum of 3 bread. But you can also give them like a stack each.
Yeah. Also, bread is not the only food that works. They also would work with potatoes and carrots. You just need a little bit more of those.
Yes.
Huh.
And what we are actually doing here is like providing them with a space for them to be comfortable and live a villager life.
Yeah, we're
So
fulfilling in game mechanic terms, we're fulfilling the conditions to have the villagers make more villages. So
yes.
like they can do that as soon as there is additional beds that are not occupied yet.
And with additional, that means at least one more than there are villagers in the village.
Yep. And it doesn't really matter what the surroundings look like. As we've said in the beginning, the beds are enough to define the village.
You can put these beds inside the houses. We are just putting them out here because it's easier for us to like show and tell if everything is close to us.
Yeah, before we leave though, today I think we should make them saves because now they're valuable.
Yes, yes.
To us. And yeah, let's not talk about it too much. Ethical villager treatment in Minecraft is a bit of a hot take.
Yeah. We could do the villager rights approach in this series and make them.
But we could use. I mean, today is not that split, but
Oh, you want to, okay? So you want to go the other route then?
yeah. So we could split this up in the future. So like you do your natural, ethical, normal environment village, and I can do the
Not so ethical one.
the more technical approach and make a very specialized trading hall for maximum trading efficiency.
We might see it happen around this time. I'm not like I know that the Fletcher picked up some. I don't know if it was the cleric or the farmer who picked up the other bread.
If in doubt, fold more bread.
I guess that's also an option.
Yeah, that should be enough. Oh,
Let's see.
oh.
Oh, I'm not seeing anything.
Is he looking for a partner? He looked suspiciously at the other villager.
They are both. They are all looking to you at some reason. Oh, we have another ad break now. Unfortunately. Let me put. Maybe we can just wait through the ad break. Maybe.
Yeah.
This will.
Now imagine the action happens during the ad break.
Let me make more bread. I feel like they are.
Do we need more wheat?
They are hungry. No, I have enough. Get your bread, people. They are both looking at it, but not grabbing it. Ah, there we go. Okay.
And there we have it. So now we have to.
A good indicator.
So now we have to recap that for everyone who's not sub to you.
Wait, why are there all three of them doing that now? We have a villager.
Oh my god.
Look at him. He's so cute and so tiny. Let me grab this bread here. It's just lying around.
Her. There he is, jumping on the bed. There's more bread here.
No.
Okay, I guess we're gonna sleep.
Yeah, I want to apologize for not being so considerate with the ads today.
Yeah,
it's not the best day for me. I'm normally better with that, but not today.
Okay. Let us sleep. There we go. Yeah, so the naughty action was completely censored by the ad break.
Yeah, it's still not through yet. 20 more seconds and then
Oh,
we
we
can...
got a second one. But
Oh,
that's gonna fail. That's a good example.
yes. How do we know that it fails is the question.
Yeah, they're still trying, and
Oh,
there it fails.
there it was, yeah. So it's thunder clouds, I think it's the symbol. Okay, so we are through the ad break now.
Okay.
Do you want to recap what happened?
Yeah. So for everyone who wasn't able to see, the villagers had picked up their bread, and then they were in the mood. And then eventually a couple of them got together and they produced love hearts, and then a baby popped out.
Easy as
That's how it works, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And because they had some spare bread, they tried again, but that failed, indicated by a couple of rain clouds icons.
Thunder clouds,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because there's not enough beds around, so they couldn't actually produce the child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now we have an additional villager that just needs time to grow up before he can pick up a job. So
There's no child
yeah,
labor in
so I
Minecraft.
could put this block down. They wouldn't pick it up until they're grown up. Thankfully, Minecraft children grow up fast, relatively speaking. It takes about 20 real life minutes. And I don't think you can speed it up like with animals, for example.
No, you cannot.
Yeah. I don't know if I showed that last time. Like if you feed an animal their favorite food, that speeds up their growth process, but it doesn't work with villagers, as far as I know.
Okay, I leveled up the farmer to master now. And
GG.
which is really important. Do you have an emerald left? Because I only have one and I need two. Thank you very much. This is really important because the farmer sells the most valuable food item in the game, which is golden carrots. And I'm gonna buy a few for you and for me.
Thank
This
you.
one is the most nutritious one and fills up most of your hunger bars and most of your situation.
Almost.
So
Almost. It doesn't fill up as much hunger as steak and pork chops, which each do 4, but it gives you way more saturation. So the
combination of both.
yeah, so the healing factor is higher if you have taken damage and need to regenerate, and it takes longer for you to getting hungry again. So that's why the golden carrot is actually better than pork chops and steak.
And you can also craft this one. I don't think we have the recipe yet because we don't have carrots yet, but you do need carrots to craft yourself golden carrots.
Aren't there carrots around here somewhere?
No, this is only wheat and pumpkins and melons.
Okay, maybe that's why we want to go to the other village after all quickly.
I think they also only have wheat and melons.
Mm-hmm.
Because I should have grabbed the stuff last time, but we can go quickly over there and check. Let's first get everyone safe here.
Yeah.
We're doing that by putting those beds back into a space. This is a little bit too small. Okay, I'm gonna put down 2 beds in here, making it a bit cozy. And 2 beds in here because this is like a big room where they can house in. And then we also want to move their workstations into... Oh.
Did you accidentally hit a villager?
Yes.
Okay, it didn't take enough damage for them to get angry, so.
Oh. I am very sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, you were lucky there.
Yeah, very lucky.
So to explain that. So I said earlier that they get kind of not in a good mood when that happens. But they not only just don't give you discount, but if the golem sees that they take too much damage and they get too angry, the golem would actually start to see you as hostile and start attacking. So don't mess with the villagers ever. And yes, there was a Mew quote.
Where did you put the composter?
Oh, I still have that on me.
There needs to be one in here still, but I haven't seen.
Okay, there's one more villager over here. Where's this workstation?
In here.
Right, that's the farmer.
I think. And no, the farmer can't go in here. The farmer needs to go somewhere else. Needs to go over here.
And the reason we're locking them into the houses now, are there actually two in here? No, it's just the one.
There needs to be one more villager. Where did that go?
There are two in here. There's one in here.
Yeah, but there was one there should be like. Oh wait, no. All good. Okay, we can have the baby in there then. Where did the baby go?
I'm not sure. I hear it over here somewhere.
It will there. We'll go in there probably, because there's the bed in there.
Yeah. So the reason we put them in here is because we have not 100% control over the protection of the village. And if we're in the vicinity, but not quite here, then there's a chance that they would get attacked by mobs in the night, and we don't want that. So temporarily we put them in their houses, and they're completely safe now. Nothing can happen to them.
Let's move on to the next village.
How does Wizard call it? The VSS or something? Villager Safety System?
I have no idea.
Oh, new ambient sounds.
Let's see.
It's a safety system. It's not that they're not imprisoned. They literally need to be protected from themselves sometimes.
Yeah. They are not. It's like enforcing seat belts in cars.
Yeah.
If you do not do that, they will just die. And we are enforcing safety on them. I don't think you can get carrots from here, no.
It's literally just wheat. Oh, I haven't placed the seed yet.
Good job.
Okay.
There's always time for first times, right?
Okay, so we literally need to find a non-savannah village to find a carrot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or some other way. The potato, we got the potato from
a zombie.
And we can also get a carrot from a zombie.
Yeah. I don't think we have time to find another village today, so
probably not.
I have to put that off.
This one is still far away.
Okay, do we want to leave it here for today? Do we want to return home?
I would leave it here for today.
Okay.
Because I think next time we would want to go to the village, I think so.
To the desert village? What we could try next time is get a second cartographer and get a different map, and then we can split off.
Oh yes.
See what I did there in different directions.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Oh, it's
getting crowded.
Crowded.
All right.
Okay. Wow.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
It's a bit too crowded for my taste. What about this house up here? It's a bit more spacious.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah, I hope we could tell you a little bit about villages and villagers and trading today. So when you find your villages, look what job blocks they have, what possible jobs they can have. You can also look in your crafting table to see what potential job blocks you can craft yourself if you can't find them already in the village. And I'm sure we'll talk about more professions in the future. And get your economy going. Sell cheap items like sticks, like wheat, like potatoes, and then you can buy the good stuff from them.
Yeah, you don't need to like go out and gather that much.
Yeah.
Stuff
both in terms of resources and utility, like
equipment.
like the map to explore your world in a more deliberate manner, which we're gonna do next time. So as usual, I'm gonna put you on the stream end screen, and then we're gonna look for someone to raid.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. Have a good one. Bye bye.